Smart LEDs look amazing, but it can be a bit overwhelming to get started. What kind of controller do I need? What kind of power supply? And what even is WLED? I had some components on the shelf, and with the holidays coming up, I wanted to put them to good use. So I'll show you everything you need to get started with your addressable LED project, and there's no crimping, no soldering, no coding, or no prior experience required. A smart LED project needs three things: LEDs, a controller, and a power supply. I'm using this 8x32 matrix, and it has 256 addressable LEDs running on 5 volts. For the controller, I'm using an Athom that comes pre-installed with WLED. No flashing or soldering required. And for power, I'm using this laptop style 5V 10A adapter with a barrel jack connector. If you want to calculate power for your own setup, you can use the calculator I put online at ledlab.io. The link is in the description, and I'll also put all of the components that I use in this video in there. The controller comes with two cables. We need the 3-pin one with power, ground, and data. The matrix has matching JST connectors, so it clicks right in. Now we connect the barrel jack to the controller and plug it into the adapter. Great! Now we have light and we can continue to the configuration. When you first power on the controller, it creates its own Wi-Fi network. Connect to it, browse to 4.3.2.1 and enter your home Wi-Fi credentials. I'm using a separate IoT VLAN, so I'll enter that here. And I'll also set a host name so I can find it easily later. The controller will now restart and connect to the network. Give it a few seconds, reconnect to your own home network, and then open the new IP or hostname in your browser. Under LED Preferences, we will tell WLED what we're working with. For this power supply, I'm configuring 8000 mA, which is safely below the adapter's 10 amp limit. The voltage is already set correctly at 5 volts, and the LED type is also correct. Most 2812B strips use GRB, not RGB, and if your colors look wrong later, you'll probably need to change this setting. For this matrix, the LED count is 256, and the Athom controller uses the GPIO 1 pin for its data. If you use an LED strip, you're basically done at this point. But for a matrix, we also need the 2D configuration. This panel is 32 by 8 and it has a serpentine layout. Let me test the effect and yeah, that doesn't look quite right. I need to set where the strip starts, bottom right for this one. Better, but the direction is wrong. Apparently it needs to be vertical and not horizontal. There we go. I found the scrolling text effect to be very helpful when debugging this. If the text displays correctly, your configuration is right. You can find a lot of nice 3D printed cases for these projects online. Unfortunately, I don't have a 3D printer, but maybe I'll ask Santa for one this year. For now, this cardboard will work just fine. I'm just cutting some holes for the cables and tape everything down. Done. And now we have access to all of the WLED effects. I've saved these presets for the holidays. And by the way, you don't need a computer for any of this. The WLED app finds any device on your network and gives you full control from your phone. With our tree up and this project finished, we're now all ready for the holidays. The power calculations and the WLED configuration apply to any other addressable LED project. So whether you're working on your own Christmas lighting or ambient lighting or any other project, you're now ready to get started. If you have any questions or you want to share some builds of your own, please let me know in the comments. Also consider subscribing, as I'll soon release some more LED and smart home videos. Thanks for watching.